So I started working already, and I needed a SD card. Shorty brought it, but I already blew this whole side. Whatever. She dropped it off. I'm back here with it, doing this side right here. Boom. I'm right up to there. That's where I left off. But I ain't nothing to it but to do it. Let's do this. Get it. Get it, baby. I never know if it's at the right angle or not, but who knows? It is what it is. Let's go. Let's get back to it. pick up some branches, hit this area, and then I already did the metal edge. I'm gonna just do a one more string edge, and I don't know, I think that's it. I like properties like this with a lot of woods. I mean, in some cases it is more, you know, more leaves or whatever, but you could either just push them right back to the wood line, or whatever you collect, just throw it in the woods. No dump fees, you don't gotta haul it away, none of that. I like that. I got some of my properties are like that, and I would say most of them I gotta haul it away though. This is also part of that new contract I got this year. I got them for snow in the winter, and I don't know, they had a landscaper, they had a snow company, but I guess they liked the fact that I was doing everything, or I'm gonna do everything. I don't know, maybe it was pricing, I don't know. Not entirely sure. I mean, my overhead is pretty lower than, you know, a big company. I don't really do any, I've never really done any marketing. Everything I got is from me just searching myself, door knocking. I do want to do marketing, but I just want to have a good plan in place, you know, because what happens if I dump, you know, I don't know, $1,000, $1,200 into marketing, I start getting a whole bunch of calls and I don't have the people. Now I feel like with what I'm making right now, with all my contracts and everything, I feel like I have a little bit of room, you know, to hire somebody. And I mean, if that's the case, I want to get somebody, have him full-time, know that I'll always have his pay no matter what. And see, and the business, if you separate the business from me, it is pretty profitable, if not very profitable. But I guess my personal expenses are just, you know, just too high, you know. Say this season I dropped my bills by I would say $1,200, maybe $2,000. A few things I paid off. So but yeah, when you put the business separate from me, like, the business could run itself, maybe even with like a 2-man crew, but I'm just not there yet. Not there yet. Almost though. Almost. I've always liked working by myself. Like, I love working by myself. I get things done the way I want. I know they're getting done the way, you know, the best possible. And I did work with like last season I had this guy I had a guy, I was giving him, I don't know, right, like $20 an hour. But here's the thing. So the guy, and I assume like like everybody when they start a new job, like he was doing great, everything. Seemed like an honest guy. But as we got maybe like a little bit into, you know, middle of the season, now like I said, I've always worked by myself, so I kind of already know what you know, what takes how long and whatever, right? I was, so usually on my own I could do, I gotta put this in, wow, this is brand new. I could do about, depending on the route, like one of my biggest routes that's very tight route, it's about 15, I want to say on a bi-weekly ones, I'd probably say 20 homes with the bi-weeklies. I would knock that thing out, that whole route by myself. I would probably say in a good, I don't know, good day, you know, I don't know, 8, 9, whatever, however many hours. I just know I would get it done. Started working with this guy, and I noticed that we were either doing the same or less, like way less. And I would still, man, I gotta screw that thing. Let me use my nail. I would yeah, we would either do the same thing, that if I was working by myself, or we would do less. And if we were doing the same, and you know, at least, you know, maybe I would come home, I don't know, an hour, literally like an hour earlier, if we did the same. But sometimes we would come home and we would do less, and I don't know, it just made no sense to me. Like I said, at first he was, you know, hey, doing his thing, but I guess as he got comfortable, I don't know. And I mean, I was paying him good. I was, you know, giving him, I think 20 an hour. Yeah, 20 an hour. And on top of that, you know, I wasn't just like on the mower at all times. Like, if anything, because I like doing my edges and, you know, weed whacking and all, because I like, you know, I mean, yeah, I enjoy my stripes too and everything. But he knew how to lay some nice stripes, you know, enough to where, you know, it wasn't a problem with the customers, with the clients or whatever. But I always enjoyed doing my edges and all that. But anyways, he was I would say he was probably cutting more than I was. So it's not like I was, you know, beating him up and, you know, working the crap out of him. So I don't know, it didn't work out. But yeah, I might start marketing this season. Not entirely sure. It all depends on, you know, it all depends on a lot of things, you know. I mean, all of my equipment is paid off. It's only about 4 years, you know, old. I mean, machinery is, you know, what, this has 395 hours, and I've had this machine for 4 years. I don't know if that's good, bad, or I haven't used it enough, or I'm not sure. I just know it's doing its thing. Everything's paid off. Besides some of the snow equipment I got this winter. But yeah, I'm lining things up to attack the plan I want to, you know, accomplish. You know, there's a lot of things that go into it, you know, obviously personal and business stuff. It's not just all business numbers, you know, because at the end of the day, I mean, this is what's feeding me. It's not just, you know, this is my job. I've been, you know, this is my job. This is how I, you know, it's not just like, it's not I know it's an investment, but it's not something that I just decided to do as like, oh, you know what, extra money. Well, at first, yeah, but I knew I always wanted to do landscaping, you know, like I've always had a thing for it, mainly for, like, you know, big landscaping jobs, not really lawn care, but more of landscaping as in like landscape redesigning and, you know, pavers here. I'm not looking for huge jobs, obviously, but that's really what I would want to do at some point. Take myself away from the lawn care, you know, and go more into fencing and you know, pavers, redoing landscapes. That's really where I would say, I don't know, it's hard. They're like right there, neck to neck. Like I enjoy both of them like a lot. Like I really do. Well, I'm gonna take this over there. But see, this is what I mean. Like I love properties like this. You could just dump it and you know, obviously we'll come back and blow it down a little bit just so it doesn't look like an awkward big pile. But that's where it's at. It's a good property. I like this. Wait, that's a little insight on what I got going on, what I'm trying to accomplish, or whatever. Or I guess a little backstory. I don't know. I guess I'm just talking out my ass. I never really recorded conversation. Still kind of feels weird. Like, I don't know. Whatever. I guess I'll get used to it. And the thing is, because I do watch a lot of YouTube videos on like a lot of landscapers, and some of them are pretty interesting, very interesting actually. And I figured, I mean, I used to make videos. I did like making videos, but I kind of really never got into it as I'm actually doing it right now. You know, it's just like what do you TikTok. It was like TikTok videos, like shorts. But I figured, I thought to myself, I'm like, hey, I'm sitting here watching these people, and they honestly, it's just like they're honestly just recording themselves work, kind of. And you know, some, you know, of the whatever goes on throughout the day. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do that myself. Combination, metal edge, string. I know there's a lot of peoples, they only do metal, they only do string. But me personally, I do the metal maybe like at least once a month. And but I don't know, all my clients, whenever I do the edge with the string, they just love it. They love it. And then there's times where I've done it with just the metal, and they go and ask me, hey, did you edge? I'm like, yeah, but And it's usually at the beginning, because like the beginning, like when I do my cleanup, I'll only do the metal, and that's it. And they get to ask me, hey, did you edge? But I'm like, hey, no, just metal edge for the cleanup. And but yeah, I guess with the metal you get that nice groove, you know, down into the dirt, and then you just maintain it with the string. As long as you do the metal, you know, once a month at least, it should be all right. I gotta go pick up that little bit of stuff up there. And yeah, and that's it. That's it, papi, that's it. That's it. Nice with the blower, little smiley face. You heard? This, pick this up. Little smiley face. You heard? Son. Boom. Yeah, it got real sunny, I ain't gonna lie. A little cloudy, but time came out. Wasn't out earlier. But what is it? 4 o'clock, so I was here about 3 hours. Give or take. Dolo. And I think I'm gonna hit another one up. Same contract, different property, but yeah, we'll see. It's not as bad as this one, to be honest. Nowhere near as big as this one. We're gonna hit it up, maybe, possibly. I gotta get some coffee. Alright. Gotta throw away the evidence. Pancake.
your blood flow.
Hey.
Hey. You forgot. Here you go.
What's going on, Steve?
Hi.
What's going on? I'm gonna take a pack, Steve.
I was studying.
That's alright. So honestly, what I got on here? I got 47 and one full battery. I doubt I have enough to do the whole other property, but I'll get some footage, a little some. It's a nice looking Tundra. I had a Tundra. I had a I think it was a 19 or 18, I'm not sure. It was one of the a TRD. Nah, was it a TRD? I don't know. It was like, it wasn't the lowest one, but it was not definitely the highest one. It was, that motherfucking Tundra's got some balls. I'll tell you that. The only reason I had to trade up, I traded into a 2500 Ram regular cab, but the most I ever loaded on that Tundra, and it was squatting a little bit, but that thing pulled it like there was nothing behind there. It was like 8 yards. It was like 8 yards of mulch, and no, I'm lying. The most I pulled was it was 3 tons. 3 tons of stone. And I didn't know much about weight or any of that really, but that thing hauled it like a champ. It don't look too bad. Looks kinda easy. Let me go do a spin-a-rooney. Spin-a-rooney. See, woods. We got woods back here, so it's good. We got a little pile right there. I'll blow that whole shit right back there. Nah, as long as you blow it in there good and kind of, you know, make it get stuck in there, you're good. I mean, it's fucking leaps, you know. It's not bad. It's not too bad. Not too bad. Not too bad. I'm definitely cutting those branches. I'm not, I mean, it's not in the contract too, but I mean, it ain't, yeah. It'll take me, what, not even a minute. Especially because when I'm snow plowing, I can't get too far in there. I mean, I can, but it's scraping up against the truck like crazy. And the salts are, so I'm gonna hit those. amount of times I've gotten not really locked in here, but I gotta back it out again and whatever, because I pull in, I don't open the door, I forget to open it, and then I gotta pull back out because it's so tight in there. And you know, I'm not the thinnest person in the world either, so look at that. Well, I'm gonna just pick up some of the stuff I forgot, and that's it really. Let me, you know, blow one last blow, whatever. Let me give you a little spin. Few spots that were hidden under the leaves. I'm not trying to, you know, get at every single stick, you know, but as many as possible. Or at least the big ones, you know. Small ones will eventually make their way down to the soil, I guess. Somebody lost their glasses. That's unfortunate. Why does it do this, bro? Disintegrating. I should get right here, but look at this. I'm just gonna have to pick it up and just like disintegrates. Look at that. Pick up these big guys. That obviously blower didn't get. Damn, I ain't wanna. That was a bitch throw. Right in there. Just like little stuff. You know? Makes a little bit of a difference.